Hi everyone, welcome to Toy Vet episode 7. This is a show where I react to upcoming toy releases. These are things that I've seen, taken one glance at, know I would like to take a closer look at them, so I'm taking a closer look at them here with you. So let's get started. I have a longer list today. First up, Bunny Dream Garden Series blind box. Again, if you've watched the show, you know I'm looking at some of these bean style things because I want to make a shadow box. These are not something I would normally look at probably, but I'm looking at all these bean style things. These are actually pretty cool though. I actually do like them. And I think, so I talked before about the Downy series and how I decided not to go for them. I think these might be made by the same people. Let's see if we can figure that out. And I think they look very similar in a certain sense. Can we tell? Maybe if we look at the box. I don't know. The company is Strawberry Musetta. I think that might be the same people that make these. So these are cool. I am going to put them on my list of shadow box options. I'll put them here. I'm considering what to do with that. Trying to figure it out soon. All right. Next up, Farmer Bob Tiny Monster Series plush keychain. I've seen Farmer Bob stuff before. I don't really like it necessarily. I wanted to look at this just because it was pretty different. Let's see. I guess Dear Monster Bob, that's cool. Oh, they're all Monster something Bob. And then do they unfold into a body? Small regular style, large regular style. I disagree. I think that's a small one. Is there a chance of getting a small or a large? Okay, it doesn't. Maybe this is just to compare them. Let's look. Sometimes there's an explanation here from Keep It Goods. 9 small regular styles and 9 large regular styles. Actually, yeah, I'm not into these. Just interesting to look at. Let's go back to this and see if Keep It Goods had a little explanation. Little story of Noxie. I think this is the same company as Strawberry Musetta, or the same company that made some of the Downy stuff. Okay, doesn't tell me much, but all right, let's go on to the third thing. Gotcha King Series 6 Frog U capsule. Little frogs. They're kind of cool. I would almost put them on my list, but not quite going to make it for me. But they are cool. Bubble Eggs Winter Gift Series blind bag. So I've looked at these bubble eggs before. It's just interesting. Some of the Christmas stuff is dropping now in some of these stores. I guess because it's making its way over from overseas. So I've looked at these bubble eggs for the shadow box, and it's interesting that these are the Christmas ones. I don't think I would fill a shadow box with Christmas ones unless I specifically wanted to make a Christmas shadow box or display or something. So I wonder how big these are too. They might be too big. I'm running into some of the stuff I wanted to put in the shadow box might be too big. But they're all holding a little thing. That's kind of cute. I wonder if any of them are like the Ghost of Christmas. Anything. Doesn't really look like it. see. So I do like these bubble guys. I would consider them for the shadow box, but not the Christmas ones. So next, Toast Puppy Mini Blind Bag. I think these are on here for the shadow box reason as well, because I'd probably pass over these. Although I would probably take a look at them just because they're like bread, and I like food related stuff. They seem pretty small. Because you get 5 in a bag, so that makes me think they're pretty small. Not super into them though. Yeah, not super into them. I would consider maybe getting one bag if I go the route that I'm thinking of one route where to go for the shadow box where I just buy like one bag of each of a bunch of different stuff so that the shadow box is filled with a bunch of different stuff. So I would consider getting one of them for that. So I'll leave it on there for that reason. Next. Bubble Eggs Plus series blind box. So I wonder if these are bigger. They are, I think. Yeah. I think these are bigger versions of those bubble eggs. So the main reason I looked at bubble eggs is for the shadow box. I probably wouldn't look at them normally, although they're kind of cool. Yeah, not super into these as a normal toy that's not going in a shadow box. So kind of cool to look at though. Next. Toodalong Shoulder Bag Series Plus blind box. So that's hideous. And I think these are all probably hideous. Well, maybe not. But I wanted to look at them because they are a bag, and I've been curious about bag blind boxes lately. I think I've mentioned it a couple times as a couple have come up. I haven't seen any that are actually interesting. You can't really tell how big these are or what their deal is. But it's cool it's a blind box shoulder bag of some kind. Let's see. See, I want to see someone like wearing it. Okay, there's someone wearing it. So it's just a small backpack. Doesn't really show what you could put in it. Like how big the storage capacity is. Anyway, they're really hideous. I would never get one. And they're very feminine too, obviously. But I would love to someday get some kind of blind bag case or box for some reason. Like I needed a case or box or bag or backpack, and there was a blind box version that fit what I was looking for. That'd be really cool. Next, Capkins blind box. Oh, like as in mushroom caps. They're kind of cool. I like this brooding one right here and this minty one. They're pretty neat, but I don't think I would ever get them. Yeah, interesting. I'm gonna turn off the video feed for a minute and just take a look at what else this company offers. And I turn off the feed because sometimes it's something super inappropriate that I don't want. Um, And I'm glad I did it because there was something somewhat inappropriate that I don't want on my channel. I'll turn the display capture back on. This is something else by that same company that made those mushroom guys. It's kind of interesting. Ghost cats. It's like a cat. It's like if it sits, if it fits, I sit, or more like cats are water type thing. Ghost cat inside these different things. Pretty neat. And there's a little bird on each one too. Not something I would get, I don't think, but pretty cool though. Alright, next. Go. Oh, look. That's the next thing we're going to look at. We already looked at it. I think I have so many things. Usually I try to have 10 things on the list for these shows. And I think I have so many this time because in like one email I hit like a ton of Strange Cat things that totally filled it up. And rather than put it on the next episode, I was like, I'll just leave it all in one episode and then start the next episode. So I just went for it. So we looked at the ghost cat. Okay, let's look at this. This is by the same company too. That is super cool. I love it. I don't like... So there's a cultist with a pentagram. I don't like that. And there's a devil. I don't like that. And a witch. Oh, I like some of these though. That guy's really cool. He'd be pretty cool if he didn't have the pentagram. I would like him. That's okay. I actually like that with the shirt that says heck. That's funny. I don't like the devil. The blood guy. That kind of is pretty cool. But I think, yeah, just reading a little story there. I think, well, definitely the devil, the witch kind of ruin it for me. So I wouldn't get this, but I really love, well, that guy is super cool. I do really like him. And this guy is amazing. I really love him, actually. It's a shame. Oh well. There's so many toys that I kind of, even if it's something disappointing like that where it's kind of ruined for me, I just move on. And the reason I'm not into that stuff, I'm a Christian. I shy away from collecting like a devil thing in most cases. There's some exceptions, kind of, but next, King Deer. It's a boxing deer guy. It's pretty cool. The saying is pretty cool. A challenger approaches past the old cow farm and around that 90-degree bend. From deep on the back roads comes King Deer. Midnight tonight, one round, no survivors. Your stepdad's truck doesn't stand a chance. Oh, I missed that part. He's gonna fight your truck. If you live in the city, you might not get that, but if you live in the country, deers do try to fight your vehicle. It's kind of cool, but I'm not really into it. Next, Acorn Tank Blind Box Series. So, I think we saw these last week, like down here or something. And, I hinted that we'd be looking at them soon. These are amazing. These are so cool. These are going right to the top of my wanted list. They're really cool. I really like them. There's a bunch of them too. Wow. That one's got like missiles, double cannons, cannon, double cannon, missiles. So we just some different colors there and different pilots. And I take it you can take the pilots out. I wonder how they stand up right there. It almost looks like a bird, but I think it is a squirrel too. Let's Google Translate these. Yeah, these are going right to the top of my interest list of things I'm interested in possibly getting. Really love them. I've seen a series of these in the past that were like no longer available, and or you could get them on eBay or something, but they were no longer available like from Strange Cat or anything. So when I saw that they were, I'm assuming this is probably a new series of them, not a re-release of the old series or the old series coming back or something. So I was excited to see this. Yeah, let's see what this is. You can get off the acorn, so you can indeed get out. And it opens and closes. I wonder how big they are. I'm assuming they're like, I don't know, normal blind box size, so maybe like 2 inches tall. That would be cool. Very cool. They're definitely going to the top of my interest list, which is stuff I might get someday, or I at least want to take a second look at. In this case, something I'm super interested in. Those are super cool. And I'm going to turn the feed off for a second again and check out what else is made by this company. Some interesting little stuff. Turn the feedback on. Somebody told me I should have a static image for when I do that. I should make something like that. If I ever get a chance. Very hard though. Okay. This is by the same company. It's pretty cool. Cats relaxing by the camp. They come with seats or a log to sit on, and then there's a campfire. I just thought it was kind of neat. I wouldn't get it, but I don't like cats in real life, but I don't mind cats like this kind of. Sometimes. These are alright. Some other cat toys I think are dumb. But anyway. What's this? Kuma Kuma Bakery Squishy Gotcha series. I wonder if this is the same thing as Rilakkuma. It's like a ripoff of it. Let's try to do this. I'm not really into Rilakkuma toys, but I really like the Korlakuma Tower Defense video game. It's a great, great game. So I wonder if, I can't tell. I wonder if these are a knockoff or if they are Rilakkuma related. I like how it translated his eye there. His nose and his eye translated as OU. Interesting. Anyway. Oh, where are we here? Sweet Home Cat Gotcha series by Rato Kin. Not really into these, but they're kind of neat. They're kind of worth looking at. I like this one. It's weird. I've seen other cats or monsters or creatures or something with 3 eyes that looks just like that. I don't know if that's supposed to be 3 eyes in this case, but it seems to be because that's where the eyes are for these other things. I wonder what the deal is with that. 3-eye cats or 3-eyed creatures in general. Let's see. Clear ball included. This one includes a clear ball, just so you know. Oh, maybe that means 1,000 yen, so it's like having money in your eyes, maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's why it comes up in different things. Interesting. So these are cool. I don't think I would get them though, but they are pretty neat. I was just fighting the temptation to put them on my list, but I'm trying to put less things on my list because most things I put on there, I know even when I'm putting it on, I would probably never get it. Something like the acorn squirrel tanks, I definitely want to try to get sometime if I had the money, which I probably don't. But yeah, I need to put less things on there, and I want to do a calling sometime and get rid of all the stuff that I'm definitely not going to get. Anyway, next. Yumo Fruit Market Blind Box Series. So this is on here because it's bean-like. I think it is anyway. I don't really like these, I don't think. I don't think I want them in the shadow box. Yeah. And just say, when I say bean, I mean blind boxes where you get more than one thing in a bag and they're small. Like for that series, you get two. And they're small. Emma Secret Forest Coffee Shop Blind Box Series. These Emma things seem like something I wouldn't be really into, but they are so well made and interesting. I'm starting to really like them, actually. Might have to get some Emma stuff sometime. At some point. They seem like they're like super, super high quality. And a lot of the designs I like too. Yeah, I might have to get some Emma stuff sometime. This might not be my favorite series, but that one's super cool. I'm gonna put it on my list. Just I don't know if I have any Emma stuff on my list. I might. Actually, let's just see. Apparently I do. Emma Ocean Bubble. Okay, there was. Those are Emma Beans, so those are on there. Emma Secret Forest. I think these are the ones that I think are even cooler. No, this isn't the one I was thinking of, but these are super cool too. Yeah, man, these things are cool. Maybe this is what I was thinking of, because I know there was like this priest one. Yeah, I saw these today somewhere. I think I saw a Giga Goods unboxing video today showing these, and they're like super high quality. Okay, glad there's a couple things on there. I'll leave the new ones on there too. The Secret Forest thing. Or not Secret Forest. Secret Forest Cafe, not Secret Forest. Frostvale Villa. These are super cool too, though. Might probably like them better. But I like some of the figures off here, like that. This white one is so cool. See, that's one that should really go on the list because I might actually look into that sometime. Anyway, next, we're almost done. Welcome Rico Coco Mart Series Blind Box. These Hello Rico things. I think there was a plush series we looked at before on this show that was really pretty neat. So I saw this, just wanted to look at it. I kind of like these, but I like the packaging. Looks like food. Yeah, they're kind of cool, but not gonna be getting them. This. Next is Mr. Bone Baby Bone Blind Box Series. So these Mr. Bone guys I have not been into, but these are like bean Mr. Bones. So I want to take a look at them for the shadow box. See, this is why these bean things are cool. You can display them in really, really interesting ways like they are doing here. And these are cool looking. I'm not a fan of when they like reference things such as this one's probably referencing the Joker, this one's referencing like Spider-Man. Not a fan of that. Except in certain cases. I like it when they reference like McDonald's though. That's cool. Looks like there might be some like devil ones too, possibly. Oh, here we can look. Those ones have horns, but it seems more monstrous than devilish. That one's definitely devilish though. So I'm not into that, and I'm not into the possible references to like Spider-Man and the Joker. Maybe other stuff too. I don't know if this is supposed to be like Iron Man. Not into that. I'm not into the bigger Mr. Bones, so I think I'm gonna pass on this probably. I'm gonna cut the feed and look at this for a second. Look at the company, see what else is out there. See if I look at a big Mr. Bone. Yeah, some of the big Mr. Bones actually are pretty cool. I don't know why I've always ignored them. But there are, oh yeah, there are definitely like satanic ones that are pretty directly like satanic references with pentagrams and devil horns and called the devil returns and stuff like that. Some of them are not like that though and pretty cool, but that sours the whole series for me, so not gonna mess with it, I don't think. I'm just gonna add a couple of things that popped up real quick though. Sorry, 1 second. Just making sure this stuff. Just looking at a couple things that I don't think I want to look at on the show. Let's turn the video back on. One of my fears is that I'm going to do this and forget to turn the video back on before I continue and mess up the whole video. So last but not least, we'll look at MechNoise Toys Instagram. This is one of my favorite toy makers, and I'm want to keep an eye out to see if I can catch something from them, possibly. I might be doing a last hurrah because my financial situation has changed a lot, and I'm probably not going to be buying as many toys, very many at all. But I might do a last hurrah of a couple things, and one of them might be a big figure like a MechNoise toy or a Ragnarok figure that I've been looking at. So I want to see what the next MechNoise release is. So I keep an eye on their Instagram. I look at it every week. They have the Evangelion license, and that's most of what you see on their Instagram. Unfortunately, I'm not into Evangelion, and I'm not into the licensed stuff in general, except with some exceptions, and I'm not even into when they do referential stuff like this Squid Game thing, which is not licensed. It's just one of their figures made to look like Squid Game stuff. Not really into that, except in some cases. But as we talked about last week, their new figure is going to be this like Taoist. It seems like their new figure is going to be this Taoist exorcist figure, but it's like robotic, like cyber mecha ghost killer is what it says here. If you translate some of this, it says like Taoist. So like I talked about last week, that kind of is pointing me in the direction that you might be waiting 6 months for this figure to come out, and then it's a Taoist related thing, and I might not be into it due to my Christian faith. Although I might be actually, because I don't know how seriously I take Taoist exorcists, so a cyber one, I might not really worry about that too much. I might get it, but I think I probably wouldn't, so I think that's pointing me to getting the Ragnarok figure. But I'll think about that more in the future. I'll think about that probably once I get the shadow box settled, because that's something I want to get done. And that might be one of my last things I go after. So that's it for the show. You know what? There's nothing new. The only new post here is this other Evangelion post, which I'm not going to look at. Let's just take one look back again at these acorn tanks, see how much they are and how many of them there are. So they don't even tell you in the description how many of them there are. They're $8, and I think there's 6 of them. So that's about $50 to get them all. Kind of expensive. So just thinking about that. Anyway, that's the show. I don't know if you can hear. I think one of the babies might be starting to cry. So I might have to go anyway. But regardless, the show's over. So see you next time. Have a good night.